Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yamah, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Bashem Harakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule and teach well. And Shalom to all you brothers and sisters out there pushing the truth in all honesty and sincerity. All right, so there's an article that I seen on that's on the New York Post. All right, and a brother already did a video on it, so I just want to do my little take on it. All right. So look, they coming, man. They are labeling the Hebrew Israelites, all right, as extremists, all right, which was already going to be known because we're exposing the devil and his shenanigans, okay, all right. So they're forming this so-called new task force or new unit on extremist hate crimes after after the New Jersey City shooting, all right. So in that shooting, they linked the two suspects to I hate this word black, but so-called black Hebrew Israelites, man. We not black, man. The 12 tribes are other than the so-called Negroes, man. They're Native American Indians and Latin individuals from so-called Latino descent, all right? So the mayor and NYPD had announced a new unit to focus on extremist hate crimes, all right? The unit, dubbed REME, short for radically and ethically motivated extremism, has been operating over the last few weeks in the police department, but Mayor Bill announced the division Wednesday morning after a New Jersey city deli was targeted in a chaotic attack. So they're going to announce this crime division after they link the so-called black Hebrew Israelites to an attack, all right? And we're not black, man, all right? Again, nobody is the color of your gloves or your hat if you're wearing them outside for the winter, all right? Let me see what else. All right, so they're saying it is not so much that individuals are meeting in basements and plotting violence. Many of these groups have taken page out of the ISIS handbook. All right, so whatever it is that they're trying to say that we're copying off of ISIS, man. All right, we ain't no terrorists, man. All right, all we doing is speaking the truth of the Bible, man, as we were commanded to do. All right, that's why they are gonna hate us, and if they do hate you now, you doing a good thing. You're being it's a good thing because they hated the Lord Yahweh Shai, okay? All right, we're speaking the truth, all right. And that's what it's gonna be, man. All right, you're gonna be hated for speaking the truth, man, because they hated Yahweh Shai and they put Yahweh Shai to death for speaking the truth, coming to do the work of his father, coming to do the work that he was commanded to do. All right, we commanded to do the same thing to the best of our abilities, all right. And they're gonna hate you and put you to death, man. All right. Here's a law enforcement use only document, all right, produced by the FBI, all right. Is called Project Megiddo, all right. And I'm going to scroll to page 24, but I'm gonna get some scriptures right quick, all right, because this is the time where we need our faith need to be like on super high, all right. We don't need to be afraid of nothing, all right, because this is the time where the persecution is going to be on the rise, man. They're gonna start cracking down physically here soon, man. And when that happens, we know the Lord, hey, he gonna lift up that standard when they start kicking in doors or start putting us in concentration camps, all right. So this is Joel 2:21, all right. Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for Yahweh Shem Shai will do great things. And that's part of that standard, man, that he's gonna lift up, where he would give brothers spiritual powers, all right, or or make it a way for you to escape your death or your torture, all right, whether it be for you or the brothers or your family, all right. Whatever great things Yahweh Shem Shai has got lined up, all right, for us to continue to praise his name, for us to continue to glorify him in our adversities and our troubles, all right. That's what he's gonna do, all right. Just so this is where we need to be rejoicing and being glad, because this white man's kingdom is about to fall, man. As soon as he implements that chip, as soon as he comes rushing in for the men of the Lord, all right, that's when you know it's a wrap, man. That's when you know it's a wrap. We just getting closer and closer to the downfall of America, man. And that's what we need, man. All right. This is Zechariah 8:13. And it came to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, because right now we are cursed among the heathen, all right? We still being called nigger, all right? Spick, wetback, and whatever derogatory names that they have for the Native American and Seminole Indians, all right? O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. All right, and the way we're gonna be a blessing is because we're gonna have the law, statute, commandments put in our inward parts, and we're never gonna go off, meaning we're never gonna sin and we're never gonna die. All right, we're gonna have eternal life, man, and that's the blessing that Yahweh Shema Shai had promised to our forefathers. All right, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. All right, so. And our hands need to be strong when it comes to praying, lifting up our hands to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, asking him for guidance and faith and mercy and forgiveness, all right, and strength, all right, to get through the times that we about to get into, man, all right. Let me see what else I got up here, man, about fearing not, man. All right, this is Isaiah 41:13. For I am Yahweh Shema Shai, thy power will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. So when the times of persecution come, the Lord's going to help us, all right? We don't have no reason to fear, all right? Verse 14, Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee. Again, the Lord saying he's going to help you because he's your power, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is our power, man, okay? All right? Savior, Yahweh Shema Shai, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, all right? So the Redeemer is an individual that's going to help you, all right? He's telling you twice in that, and the Lord is telling you twice in that one precept, all right? He's gonna help you, man. He's your Redeemer, all right? So we ain't got no reason to fear, man. None. You should be hyped right now. You should be happy, man, because we're getting closer and closer to this white man system going down, all right? All right, let me go ahead and get into this Project Megiddo pamphlet, all right? Going to page 24, all right? Then I'm going to get some more scriptures. Then I'm going to close out. So they already going to label us as a hate group or whatever, man, as a terrorist group, whatever, man. All right, but that don't mean nothing, man. That's just I don't even know what to compare that to, all right? But I'm sure brothers already know about this, man. This Project Megiddo pamphlet, all right? All right. As the millennial approaches, because this was written in like 1999 or sometime, radical fringe members of the so-called, I hate that word black, right? Just like I hate that name Jesus Christ, all right? Hebrew Israelite movement may pose a challenge to law enforcement. So right there, they already demonized it, saying that we're going to pose a challenge to law enforcement by only speaking the words of the Bible, all right? Because that's all we doing, man. And people not going to like that, all right? All right, so this movement has, all right, let me zoom in, as with the adherents of most apocalyptic philosophies, certain segments of the, I'm gonna just say Hebrew Israelite movement, and it's not a movement, man, all right, have the potential to engage in violence at the turn of the century, all right? How are we gonna be violent, man, when the Lord tells us to not be violent, man? All right, I'm gonna get that too in the scriptures, all right? This movement has been associated with extreme acts of violence in the recent past, and current intelligence from a variety of sources indicates the extreme factions of Hebrew Israelite groups are preparing for a race war to close the millennium. All right, so what evidence do you have of us being extremists or performing acts of violence when all we do is preach the Bible? All right, what proof do you have? So now that you don't really have any proof, you're gonna link individuals going off to do whatever they're doing with shooting guns and being actual niggers, man, niggards, okay, all right, to us, all right? Because but all we doing is preaching the truth, man, all right? Violent, all right, so-called violent Hebrew Israelite followers can generally be described as proponents of an extreme form of so-called black supremacy. All right, this is how they demonizing us through federal documents. All right, so whoever reads this and whoever gets their hands on these federal documents, all right, I'm sure many have read this. Okay, all right, this is how this is how they are classifying us and labeling us. All right, this is how they're gonna say, hey, look, these are those black Hebrew Israelites, and they do this and they say this and they say that, and they're very extreme and very violent. All right, let me read a few more, and then I'm gonna get into the scriptures. All right, drawing upon the teachings of the early Hebrew Israelite adherents, such groups hold that so-called blacks, all right, that blacks represent God's chosen people, all right, and we not all black men, so-called black men, all right. You know the 12 tribe sign if you've been dwelling within this truth for a couple of months or decades, all right. And the Hebrew Israelites are the chosen people of the Most High, all right. And the white people are the devil, as that sentence says, all right. While condemning whites as incarnate manifestations of evil, and they are evil, man. Look at the atrocities of the so-called white man throughout all history, man. All right, the CDC, they're gonna be spreading diseases out during Jacob's trouble time. All right, they're gonna be doing a bunch of wickedness, man. Look at their past, man. All right, as beliefs bear a striking resemblance to Christian identity theology practiced by many white supremacists. All right, excuse me. All right, let me skip down. As a result, some followers of this belief system hold that violence, including murder, is justifiable in the eyes of the Most High. Yeah, so if you commit any acts of like homosexuality, look, man, you deserve to die, man, because it's against Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? Provide that it helps to rid the world of evil. And homosexuality is evil, all right? And if the scriptures say that individual needs to be put to death for being a homosexual, that's what it is, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is fair and just, man, all right? All right, so you can I'll put the link to this if I got it. It's not, I think it's I got it downloaded, but I'll put this in the description, man. All right, I'll find it and put it in the description somewhere. All right, if I remember to. But with the demonization is coming, man. All right, it's coming, and we don't need to be worried in that day, man, in those times. All right, because we got the power, all right, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob with us. All right. And that power is going to save us, man. All right, let me see. Let me get. All right, this is Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. All right, so yeah, we those sheep, man. All right, and the wolves are these heathens. Okay, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right, we got to move circumspectly. All right, especially now that the persecution is ramping up. All right, beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. All right, so they're gonna deliver us up, man, and they're gonna be beating on us, man, just as they did the apostles in the book of Acts. All right, and that's when we need to be rejoicing, man, because we taking this beating for Yahweh Shem Shai. We taking this beating for the truth, man. All right, and the servant's not greater than his master, man. All right. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. All right, and when we go out there to the corners preaching the scriptures, all right, we testifying against them. All right, we testifying against the evil of the world. We testifying against the Gentiles. We testifying against the so-called white man, and we testifying against our own people that won't turn back. All right, see how about Shem Shai, verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you that same in that same hour what ye shall speak, for it is not you that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. All right, so we ain't gonna. So when they arrest you, man, all right, they put you in that interrogation room. All right, you ain't gotta say nothing, man, because the Holy Spirit's gonna speak through you, man. All right, all you need to be doing in there is praising the Lord in your mind, man, because you know you are one step closer to the so-called white man being brought down, man. All right, and the brother shall deliver up. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the children, and the children shall raise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So when you locked up in those concentration camps, or when you getting tortured, or when you seeing your family members being put to death, and they trying to mess with your mind psychologically, all right, or however, all right, don't worry about that, man. Endure, man. Overcome. The Lord's gonna be there with you, man. All right, and you need to be saved. You want to be saved, man. So endure all this, man, because you're gonna see your family in the kingdom. All right, they're gonna be with you in the kingdom. All right, but when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. So, hey, if Yahushua got beat, so are we. All right. If Yahushua was persecuted, so are we, man. If Yahushua was spit on, all right, so that's what's gonna happen to us. And if Yahushua was killed, that's probably gonna happen to some of us, man. And if it does, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid, because when you die, you're gonna be right there with Yahushua, man. You're gonna be right there in the heavens, man. Especially if you're a man in the truth and you're doing the things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna be right there in the chariot with the Lord, man, waiting on you, telling Yahweh Shai, come on, dear Lord, let's go get the brothers. Let's go, you know? And he gonna be like, hey, look, we just gotta be a little bit more patient, waiting on the Father, all right? But don't be afraid, man. This is what we want, man, all right? This is what we want, so we can get the hell up out of here, man, all right? This is Revelations 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, all right? And the Lamb is Yahweh Shai, all right? And by the word of their testimony. And the word of our testimony, all right, is the truth of this Bible. And when we get into those situations where we're going to have to testify who we believe in and what we believe in, all right, and why we doing the things that we do, and I just read that the Holy Spirit is going to be with us, all right, to give us to give our testimony, all right, against the Gentiles, against the evil of this world, against the so-called white man, all right. And this is the end of verse 11. And they love not their lives unto the death. Man, why love this world, man? Why love anything in this world when everything is fake? The women, the food, all right, the money. You can't enjoy nothing. You got to work 9 to 5. You're getting poisoned by the foods that you buy, that you're working for to buy, to somewhat keep your family sustained, all right? You living paycheck to paycheck, all right? And you are the scum of the earth, man, all right? Based on the philosophies of, you know, how things are arranged, but really you're the prince of the power. So forget this damn life, man. The next life to come, all right, you're going to be rulers, man. So with that, I want to say, Call Halayim La, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Shem HaRakakradash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and teach well. And Shalom to all you brothers and sisters out there pushing the truth in all honesty and sincerity. All right, Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Shem HaRakakradash, Baba Gasha, Baba Gasha, Baba Gasha, Baba Gasha, Shalak, Rayam, Ararium, Wa Abad, Babar, Wa Abad, Adawam. Shalom, brothers.